Speak loudly and clearly with me. Today, I am going to talk about something that affects every single part of my life. Something that can bring me the greatest joy and sometimes the deepest pain. Relationships. Every single person in my life is a relationship. My mother, my father, my siblings, my friends, my colleagues, my partner. Every connection I have with another human being is a relationship. And the quality of my relationships directly affects the quality of my life. Research has shown something very powerful. The happiest people in the world are not the richest people. They are not the most successful people. They are the people with the strongest and most meaningful relationships. People who feel loved, people who feel connected, people who have someone to talk to when life gets hard. That is what makes a person truly happy. Not money, not status, not achievements, meaningful relationships. So today I am going to talk about how to build them, how to protect them, and how to be the kind of person that people love to have in their lives. Let me start with the most important ingredient in any relationship: communication. The way I communicate with people determines the quality of my relationships. If I communicate with honesty and kindness, my relationships grow stronger. If I communicate with anger and blame, my relationships slowly break. Good communication means expressing how I feel clearly, without attacking the other person, without blaming, without shouting. I say, "I feel hurt when this happens," instead of, "You always do this to me." I say, "I need some support right now," instead of, "You never care about me." This small shift in the way I speak changes everything, because when I express my feelings without blame, the other person doesn't feel attacked. They feel safe to listen. They feel safe to respond. And the conversation becomes a bridge instead of a battle. Good communication also means listening, really listening, not just waiting for my turn to speak, not already planning what I will say next, but truly hearing what the other person is saying, understanding their feelings, acknowledging their experience. When someone feels truly heard, they feel valued, they feel respected, they feel connected to me. And that connection is the foundation of every strong relationship. So I am going to become a better listener. I am going to put my phone down when someone is talking to me. I am going to look them in the eyes. I am going to give them my full attention, because the greatest gift I can give someone is my complete presence. Now, I want to talk about something very important in relationships: trust. Trust is the foundation of every relationship. Without trust, there is no real relationship, just two people going through the motions. Trust is built slowly, through consistent actions, through keeping my promises, through being honest even when it is uncomfortable, through showing up for people when they need me. Every time I keep my word, I build trust. Every time I am honest, I build trust. Every time I show up for someone, I build trust. And trust, once built, makes the relationship unshakable. But trust can also be broken through lies, through broken promises, through betrayal. And rebuilding broken trust is one of the hardest things in any relationship. It takes time, it takes consistent effort, it takes genuine remorse and change. So I am going to be someone who values trust. I am going to keep my promises. I am going to be honest. I am going to be reliable, because I want to be someone people can count on. Now, I want to talk about something that every relationship will face: conflict. Conflict is not the end of a relationship. Conflict is normal. Every relationship has disagreements. Every relationship has difficult moments. The question is not, how do I avoid conflict? The question is, how do I handle conflict in a healthy way? When I am in conflict with someone I care about, the first thing I need to do is calm down. Because when I am angry, I say things I don't mean. I make things worse. I damage the relationship. So before I respond in anger, I take a breath. I give myself time to calm down. And then I approach the conversation with a calmer mind. The second thing I need to remember during conflict is I am not fighting against this person. I am fighting alongside them, against the problem. We are on the same team. We both want the relationship to work. We both want to feel understood. So instead of trying to win the argument, I try to understand the other person's perspective, even if I disagree with them, even if I think I am right. I try to see it from their side. Because in most conflicts, both people have valid feelings. Both people have a point. And the solution usually lies somewhere in the middle. Now, I want to talk about something that many people find very difficult: setting boundaries. Boundaries are the limits I set in my relationships, the things I am okay with, and the things I am not okay with. Boundaries are not walls. Boundaries are not about pushing people away. Boundaries are about protecting my peace, my energy, my emotional health. Without boundaries, I give and give and give until I have nothing left. I say yes when I want to say no. I accept treatment that doesn't feel right. I lose myself in the relationship. And eventually I feel resentful. I feel drained. I feel like the relationship is taking more than it is giving, but with healthy boundaries. I protect my energy. I communicate my needs clearly. I teach people how to treat me. And my relationships become more balanced, more respectful, more fulfilling. Setting boundaries is not selfish. It is necessary. And people who truly care about me will respect my boundaries. Now I want to talk about the people I choose to keep in my life, not a very own desertes a place it in my inner circle. Some people add to my life. They support me, they encourage me, they celebrate my wins, they show up when I am struggling, they make me feel good about myself. These are the people I want to keep close. These are the relationships worth investing in. But some people drain my energy. They constantly criticize me. They make me feel small. They take without giving. They bring negativity wherever they go. And I need to be honest with myself about these relationships. Because the people I spend the most time with shape who I become. Their energy affects my energy. Their mindset influences my mindset. Their habits influence my habits. So I am going to choose my close relationships carefully. I am going to invest my time and energy in people who lift me up, who believe in me, who make me better. And I am going to gently distance myself from relationships that consistently drain me, because I deserve relationships that nourish me, not exhaust me. Now, before I finish, I want to talk about the most important relationship of all, the relationship I have with myself, how I treat myself, how I talk to myself, how much I respect and love myself. This is the foundation of every other relationship in my life, because I cannot give what I don't have. If I don't love myself, I cannot fully love others. If I don't respect myself, I cannot demand respect from others. If I am not kind to myself, I will struggle to be consistently kind to others. So taking care of myself is not selfish. It is essential. Talking to myself with kindness is not weakness. It is strength. Believing in my own worth is not arrogance. It is the foundation of a healthy life. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of respect. I am worthy of meaningful connections. And the more I believe that, the more I will attract people and relationships that reflect that belief. Relationships are one of the greatest gifts in this life, and I am going to treat them that way. I am going to communicate with honesty and kindness. I am going to build and protect trust. I am going to handle conflict with maturity. I am going to set healthy boundaries. I am going to choose people who lift me up. And I am going to love and respect myself first. Because when I do all of that, my relationships will flourish. My life will feel richer. And I will experience the kind of deep, meaningful connection that every human heart truly longs for. I deserve beautiful relationships, and I am going to build them, starting today.